Hey guys, it's me again. It's Sunday, vape day. New mod, new atomizer day. I've had this one for over a year now. I'm very pleased with it. I had gotten out of the videos, doing videos for a while. But now that I'm back in it, I'm going to go ahead and do a build video of it. The Cerberus and the Hades by Footoon. These were not given to me. These were purchased by me long time ago. So I don't remember the cost, but they weren't cheap. I believe the Hades was $260 and the Cerberus was up there. I don't remember exactly how much it was. I had given it to my brother because I didn't use it, and then turns out he didn't use it, and I had started to use drippers a little bit more. Come Christmas, he gave it back to me. So I'm gonna have the Cerberus is made out of stainless steel. It doesn't say what grade. The contacts on it are brass, and they telescope to adjust to make contact to your battery. The Hades is 316 stainless steel. I believe it's 30 mil in diameter on the bottom, 28.5 on the top, as the Cerberus is 28.5 millimeters. On the Hades, you have the option of a magnetic switch or a spring switch. Magnetic switch is really good. It's really stiff. Unfortunately, while cleaning my switch assembly, I had taken the magnets out. They're very fragile magnets. They fell off the desk and they both broke. So you want to be careful with those. So I'm back to using the spring. The contacts are silver-plated brass, as are the contact on the top cap, which I do not have to show you. Because I have been using it with the Cerberus on it for over a year, that the top cap of the Hades has disappeared on me. Forgive me, had to have a vape. Alright, so with the Cerberus, what you're going to do is you're going to remove the top cap of your Hades, and the Cerberus threads directly on, making direct contact with the battery, which is essentially hybrid. A hybrid, definition of a hybrid, is when the atomizer makes direct contact with the battery. There is no secondary contact, such as a 510 connection. There is no extra contact between the atomizer and the battery. That is a point of voltage loss. What a hybrid does is it removes that point of contact, or a point of failure, and makes direct contact. It also serves an aesthetic purpose, but mainly it increases your power output. Not by much. I mean, this is going into the realm of the die-hard. You know, how much voltage loss am I going to get? Oh, well, I don't want it if it's 0.1 more volt loss than this. You know, I like it for form factor. It's a hybrid. I like hybrids. So I will be using, on this build, AWT IMR 26650 75 amp. I will not be pushing 75 amps. I won't be getting anywhere near close. On this video, you will notice that I am not checking the ohms on it because my ohm meter is 510. This I have no way of testing it other than on a voltage meter. Yeah, a voltage meter. My voltage meter is fried. I will be using electrode wires to do the build. It is 28 gauge. It comes in 6 feet or 15 feet. And you can get it at www.ogvapes.com. Alright, I believe that's a local group. So what I have done is I have cut about a foot, because I'm going to have to wrap quite a few wraps on this to get it to be a high enough resistance for me to feel comfortable using. I know that a dual coil 28 gauge electrode wires, 9 wrap dual coil, comes out to 0.23 to 0.27, and you add another one, you cut that by half again, and you're getting somewhere along the lines of 0.1, 0.13. So I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that on anything other than my AWT batteries. Now to get into the Cerberus, this is the deck. You got your center post with 3 positives, and then the outer ring screws are your negatives. You do have the ability of airflow control when you put the top cap on. You just twist it. Alright, and the top cap is pretty airy, but you do have that center post. That takes up a lot of room inside the deck, but it is a fairly deep drip well. There's the top cap. You can see it's got kind of a dome shape to it. It's always a very warm vape for me, just because it's 3 coils in there. So now we're going to get down into it. I'm going to zoom in just enough for you to be able to see me wrap my coils, and I'm going to need something small enough, there's my small one, that I can do a fair amount of wraps and have it fit in here. It's got to come between here and here, or I could have it go from here to here, and that might be the way I do it, so I can have a fair distance. Alright, so when doing my coils, as always, for this particular type of setup, I'm going to leave a decent amount. I'm going to leave a decent amount of Kanthal, so I have enough to trap it under the negative. And then I'm going to start my my wrapping process. I'm sorry, I'm moving it around a lot. That's coming out real nasty. I'm going to redo it. Let me zoom out. Alright, so I trap it. And then I'm going to pull it tight. That's 10 wraps. Alright. There's the coil. typically I hate wrapping coils on camera because it's very difficult for me to keep it within frame, and I'm probably going to have to cut me another length. So we're going to do it again. Alright, there's 10 wraps. Alright. And now to get the last little bit I got left. It only comes with 6 feet. At least that's the only one I got, was 6 feet. And there we go. 10 wraps. Alright, so I will be going this way. So now I'm going to zoom in. Let's see if I can't get it to where you can see what I'm doing. Last time I built this one, I fried the crap out of myself. Trying to Alright, so I have the negative trapped under my thumb. It's wrapped around, and I have to get my pliers and pull this negative a little bit tighter, just to make sure it stays trapped. The last time I built this, it didn't want to stay trapped. Alright, can you see what I'm doing? There we go. Now this one, I'm going to bring back around, just like that. And then trap it. And that is a bit of a pain. That center post will rotate on you. Alright. So now I'm just positioning the coil. That's not very pretty. I'll end up cleaning them up. So now okay, so there's one. Now for the next one. For someone like me, this is extremely difficult to work with. So, bear with me, I do apologize. This might take me a few tries to get it right. So, pull that around. Okay. Get back down there, you little bastard. This is partly why I've been putting this off for so long. It's such a pain in the ass to trap these leads. I'm so happy y'all get to see this. I think I'll trap the positive one. Ah, crap, I'm off camera again. Trap the positive one first. Okay. Now, bring it through this way. Get your little... I'm about to start cussing at this thing. There we go. Huzzah. Shazam. Uh-oh. Where'd the other one go? I think I lost the other one. I don't believe that's it. Well, I guess I'll make another one. Do I have enough left to do it? Okay. Yep, gonna have to make another one. Talk about having it together, guys. we're going to check something out real quick. See how it fires with 2. Probably a safe bet that 3 would be too low. It's a little upsetting that my other one disappeared. Got a bit of a hot spot. Alright, those 2 are cooking real nice. I bet you that coil fell on the floor. Sure enough, it fell on the floor. Found it. So, you know what the hell, why not? We're gonna go ahead and do this. Because that other coil I didn't have enough meat on that bottom leg for me to catch anything with, so alright. I'm just working on making sure these coils are good and tight. So, pull that around, get this centered. And this is exactly why I hate building this. It vapes great once you get it built, but trapping these damn wires is a major pain in the ass. Where's my tool? Just going to clip off the leads. And this one, I'm going to wiggle. See? See? You got to make sure that that lead is completely under this screw. And then pulled tight and tied down tight. Yeah. There we go. Oh, that was irritating. I'm glad you got to see how irritating this is. They could have come up with a much better way of trapping these coils, of securing the coils. Alright, now I'm just going to get it nice and hot. There we go. This battery probably doesn't have a whole lot of life in it. I'm going to test it real quick. Yeah, it's dead. Grab my full battery. Check and see what it's at. 4.2. That's full. And while I'm at it, going to adjust the pin. I have to say the threads aren't the best. They're a bit sharp, and they like to hang up on you. So it needs to be adjusted some more. I found whenever I have a gap, the area between that gap on the mod tends to get a little hot. Alright. Very nice. Now, these are pretty small coils, so they're gonna pose a bit of a problem for me to wick. I'm gonna have to get some really thin pieces of cotton. Having a vape real quick. Where are my scissors? So what I'm going to do, pull that piece of hair off, is just pull that piece of cotton in half. And then cut me okay. That should make it very manageable. Alright, it's loose, but it's thick. Alright, so now we're going to do the same thing. Just repeat the process 2 more times. I am separate these 2 pieces. Go. And there. And one more time. I'm sorry this has taken so long, guys. With this one and with me, this is how long this one takes me to build. As I said, this one is a pain in the ass for me. I have to say that it is the positive and negative setup. That, to me, is extremely... it'll test your patience. So, now... I am trapping the cotton. Just want to make sure it gets down in there. I also want to make sure that I am not completely blocking off the air holes. Sorry. And I'll show you that in a moment. I'm trying to make sure that it's not not too tight. Alright, and I can trim some of that piece off. And then fold that down under here. Now what I'm doing here is I'm making sure that none of the air holes are covered. See, I was just pushing the cotton down to make sure they stay below the air holes. And this one, which one am I looking at? That one. Alright, now this is going to take quite a bit of juice. Works better just by slapping it in the bottle and using my dropper with it. Making sure that juice gets down to all the cotton. That's a lot of cotton in there. So it's going to take a lot of juice to get it completely saturated. Once you drip it, you can drip through the top right over that and it'll fall down into the juice channels. Alright, it doesn't seem like a whole lot, but that's actually because I have the airways under the coil blocked off. So now I'm just going to go through, make sure that air can flow behind and underneath the coil. Alright. And there's still plenty of juice. So now what I do, since the coil's on this side, alright, let's see if I can zoom in so you can see. Since the coil is on this side, it gives me 4 air holes open. Alright. Put the drip tip on it. Zoom out. Now we're going to have a vape. That's very nice. That's very nice. I got my fan on. The flavor on it is outstanding. All right, let me adjust the air holes. All 4 air holes on each side are open. All right. That's very nice. It's a smooth hit. It's not warm compared to all the other builds I've done on it. It is not warm at all. I don't like a hot vape. I know a lot of people love a hot vape. I do not like a hot vape. But this, combined with the Hades switches, with me I have found, alright, it's a slight twist, usually with my pinky, or when I hit it like this, it's so. And it'll chuck vapor. It'll chuck it with the rest of them, especially if you build it better than I build it. Which isn't saying much. But to me, it puts off a very thick intake. I'm using straight VG juice. Well, highest percent VG you can get. And I still feel the throat hit because the vapor is so thick when you inhale. So, the Hades I have found to be a phenomenal mod. You've got your venting all the way around the bottom. The switch is a cinch. I've never had locking ring issues. Never. I've never gotten it locked in the lock position or unlock position. Not once. So kudos on that. I know they got the Hades V2 out, and there's no locking ring like this. It's a completely different switch setup. I've just waited so long to do this video that I thought I needed to do it. Update news. I won't be doing any videos this week. I won't be doing any videos this weekend or next weekend. The following. Because I had a death in the family and I'm having to leave out Tuesday to head to California. It'll be a 3-day drive, and then I'm going to spend about anywhere from 5 to 7 days out there visiting with family. It's been about 15 years since I've been back to California, so I'll be out there, and I'll be gone for about 2 weeks. So it'll be 2 weeks until my next video. So I figured go ahead and knock this out since I said I'd get it done today. Didn't really feel like doing it, but I said I'd get it done for y'all, so here it is. It is the Cerberus and Hades by Footoon, and I'm running almost an hour long here, so I'm going to go ahead and take one more vape and call it quits. Man, that's good. If you get a chance to pick one of these up, pick one up. As far as I understand, this will hybrid onto the V2 as well. So if you can get your hands on a Cerberus, do it. Just understand it can be quite a pain in the ass to build. At least it is for me. I know there are a lot more people out there a lot more skilled than I am. So and with all that cotton in there, I'm taking these big long drags. I haven't had to drip yet. Massive drip well. I don't know how many drops you can fit in it, but I know I put probably 2 mils in, 2 to 3 mils in, just to completely soak the cotton. And I'll be adding some more here in a few minutes because, well, I'm going to keep vaping it till it goes dry. No sign of it yet. So, as always, like the video if you like it, subscribe if you like what I got to give, and I will see you guys again in a couple weeks, and by then I'll have, I know I promised you some new videos. I'll make sure to get those out as soon as I get back. I'm going to be exhausted for a couple days, because, you know, to make it to California from here, it's 3 solid 12-hour days of driving, and anybody who's done that understands that you're going to be pretty exhausted afterwards. So, thanks for watching. Leave me a comment. As always, I look forward to hearing what you have to say. Let me know if there's anything you'd like to see me do, and I'll try to do it. So, thanks for watching.